Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
Hi guys. Albert just looked up at me with a half flat face like, what are you doing, Mama? She's very tired. We thought that I could have a little chat with you about basically how I've been sort of like helping Charlie out differently over the past week or whatever.
You've been upstairs
since the 4th. Since her back's been worse again. Oh my god.
This is what she normally does when I come upstairs on the bed before she comes into me.
So cute.
Like every night without fail.
Maybe why she gets her mats big.
Oh,
Is
that nice?
Yeah, Mummy caught me, Mum.
Was that good?
Yeah. No.
Was that good for you?
It was.
Wow.
Smiling. Yawn. I'm very happy with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so thought that I would just sort of say how I've been doing and how things are different for me the past few days compared to normal. So like normally Charlie will wake up and she'll do her nebs and then she'll just sort of like be on her phone or her iPad for a bit, and then eventually she'll wake me up if it gets to that point where I need waking up, which usually I do. And then I'll start the day with her. But like at the moment,
I normally wake up about 6, so I wake up about 9 generally.
Yeah. But at the moment, Charlie's needing pain meds or needing help sitting up. So she's needing to wake me up straight away. And like this morning, for example, she really needed to pee and she hadn't had any pain meds yet. So they hadn't been able to like settle into her system because obviously she hadn't had them. So she needed me to try and support her into sitting up so that she could go to the bathroom. Which it's really hard. It's really hard to witness somebody that you love and care for being in so much pain. And ordinarily, like, Charlie's always in pain no matter what, really. But like her normal pain, you kind of get used to it as someone who's always there with
it's like
her.
An extra limb.
Yeah, you kind of just always get used to it, and it's just always there, and it's just like in your normal day-to-day life. But obviously with this, it's different pain, so it's like taken to the extreme. And Charlie's always been one of these people that doesn't really show her emotions and won't cry if she's in pain or whatever. And like this morning, she was practically crying because she needed my help to sit her up because otherwise she was going to pee herself. Which isn't nice, obviously, for Charlie. So I'm being woken up earlier, which is neither here nor there. I don't think it's necessarily affected me in terms of...
You're a bit more tired.
Yeah, I'm definitely more tired, but like it's not made me stressy, I don't think, which is good. Which I'm also surprised about because I haven't had vitamin D for ages because the pharmacy kept messing it up. And that's one of the symptoms, and I'm starting to get... Well, I've already started to get quite a lot of the other symptoms from not having it. So I'm surprised that the moodiness hasn't come in yet. Because I think that was one of the first things to come in before, wasn't it?
It was. But we're doing a lot more to try and distract ourselves.
True. But yeah, so there's that. There's a lot more, obviously, with Charlie only getting out of bed to go to the toilet. Sorry guys, Alba's distracting me because she keeps like half jumping up on the bed.
Trying to come up there, so.
Yeah. 2 seconds, we're making space.
Come on then.
Wow, best space ever. Because obviously she's only getting out of bed to go to the toilet, she's needing her meds brought up, food, drinks, anything throughout the day that she needs. I'm going up and down and getting it for her.
Which is quite painful for you.
It is painful for me. Particularly with not having had the vitamin D, because it's really strange, but when you are low on vitamin D, you kind of get bone pain, and it's, unless you experience bone pain, I don't think you could actually imagine what it's like, because
if you've ever had a broken bone, it's that pain constantly throughout every single bone in your body.
Yeah, it's really painful. And obviously it's achy, and like, for example, like my ankles, particularly my right one, is really bad at the moment. And whoa, Alba. And it's made worse by going up and down the stairs, but these things need to be done. I mean, not gonna lie, on the odd occasion I have used Charlie's stair lift, especially if I'm carrying a lot of stuff up, because it's hurts and it's tiring for me. And obviously I need to sort of keep up enough strength in myself to be able to help Charlie when she needs my help, like, careful baby girl, like transferring, or
there's no point in you getting hurt, because
exactly,
then we're completely fluffed.
exactly.
Trying to help to keep on top of pain relief, like trying to do it whilst I'm led down.
Yeah, which is really hard, because no, this is good.
But it's not time yet. We haven't put Gizmo to sleep or anything yet.
Please don't ever say that again.
Put Gizmo to bed.
I think she's offended, guys. But yeah, Albert, you're somehow making it extremely blue. Anyway.
Me needing to take meds let down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so ordinarily, obviously I'd put all Charlie's meds onto a meds plate and I'd crush everything up and stuff, but some of the stuff, like if she's led down and she needs pain meds, I've got to go and get them for her and then get them into her as soon as possible, so that she can actually like start moving, which, especially when somebody that you love, as I said earlier, is in so much pain and you want to do anything you can to help them, sometimes it can be stressful having to like limit them with pain relief, because obviously Charlie, like some of the things that Charlie's on, you can only have a certain amount of times a day, or you can only have a certain amount at a time, and no matter how much pain she's in, I've got to stop her from having more, because when you are in that pain and you're like not necessarily high on it, but you're not like within your right mind because of the pain and the meds and everything, it's easy to lose track of what you've had. So there's that.
Am I breathing more often?
I do, yeah, because she's having so many like relaxants and stuff,
Opioids.
and opioids and things like that. her muscles relax more, and her breathing becomes worse. So
Well, somebody's on oxygen because they've got shut breathing anyway.
yeah, so if she falls asleep without her face mask on, I've got to wake her up and get her to put a face mask on, as in her NIV mask, which, I mean, can be difficult because
it causes trauma.
it does, and especially when she's in that mind of being really sleepy, so she's not 100% sure what's going on, and there's me trying to put a face mask on her, and she doesn't want it on, obviously, for obvious reasons, but it's like I don't have a choice because her lips are going blue because she's not getting enough oxygen and like not breathing properly. So it's tough, but obviously these are the kinds of things that you just have to do when you're in this sort of situation. What else? I had lists through, like, in my head of things to say, and then I started recording, and it's all gone.
I mean, you've got to be careful with your mental health because we're basically stuck now in one room.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously downstairs you've got the TV, you've got the PlayStation, you've got things to do, but because you've got to stay near me.
Yeah, so like Charlie can be asleep for several hours of the day at the moment, and I don't really have much to do because I've got to be here, as in like in the bedroom, because of like her breathing and not being able to move and stuff. So like I can't very easily go downstairs and like play on the PlayStation, for example, or like cut the grass or just do anything like that, because I need to be right here in case Charlie needs me. So there's that as well. Is that it?
Pretty much.
I think that's pretty much it.
It's just all the extras that you need to think of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously that's all on top of everything else anyway. And it's like things like that if you're not in this kind of situation, you probably wouldn't think of like all of the things like that, like somebody having to be in the same room as you, because if you wake up and you can't move and you need the toilet, or you wake up and you're in so much pain that you're crying, and then your crying causes you even more pain, then you end up in like a loop of pain and crying, then you need somebody with you who can help you, and obviously that then affects that person who has to be there with you all the time. Which I just want to point out I don't mind doing, because she's my wife and I love her and I care for her and all of this stuff. But yeah, so that's basically me at the moment.
The extras with the extras.
Indeed. And if you can see my eyes watering, it's because I've got a tickle in my throat right here, and it's really making me want to cough, but it's also making my eyes watering. So that's why. I think that's it, babe.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You've actually done some cross stitch.
Yeah, I finished it. Is it reachable?
Yes.
I finished it.
So this is what Soph's been doing to keep busy.
Da 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 da.
Which you may think that's tiny, there's not much to it. But for Soph, who struggles with concentration.
And was that nice? Concentration and like continuing to do the same thing.
I call her 5-second Sophie.
Yeah, so do my parents, and I've always been that, because literally 1 minute I can be doing one thing and the next minute I can't do that anymore and I have to do something else.
And you rarely finish a project.
I do struggle to finish projects. That's not an exaggeration. I've done that obviously that's done now, so as of like tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to do, although I do need to go and blitz the kitchen, which obviously, as I've just said, is not very helpful, but I will have to do that when Charlie's awake, so that if she does need me, she can message me or call me and I can get to her really quickly, whereas obviously if she's asleep then she can't necessarily get to her phone to be able to get me. But yeah, so I need to do the kitchen because we've got the boiler people coming soon, which I'm not looking forward to, having people in our house who go to loads of people's houses as their job. But we can talk about that another day. So I now need to go and get Charlie's meds for bedtime, and then
Thanks for coming with us. We'll see you tomorrow.
good night everyone.